random chunk from the archives.
This morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the sofa.
Thank you very much.
Nice to see
Actually,
you.
I brought you a present.
We want what's in there.
Yeah. I thought Christmas spam for you. You can half the Christmas spam. Times are hard now,
I
you
don't
know.
eat meat, Eric, otherwise.
Yeah. Well, no, you're not supposed to eat it.
Oh, you're just supposed to
No,
have
it's just
it
for
on...
comedy.
Okay, just
Okay,
for comedy
but
purposes.
last year I had in the market, I had a spam and egg sandwich.
Oh.
Did you? What was
Yes,
it like?
I was in
It was
Japan
all right.
launching this, and they had spam sushi.
Did they really?
Oh, disgusting. Revolting.
have
And
you
I
got in
bought you,
there?
very appropriate T-shirt to
Oh,
go
I'm
with.
not
Thank you
dead
very
yet.
much.
That's
Yeah,
obviously
you know.
for me.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not
We're
dead
both
yet.
getting
What have
there.
you got? Same one. There you
Yeah,
go.
I've got the same one.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
marvellous. Eric, then, a new score. Have you written?
It's the-
oh,
no,
let me
it's
say
not.
it's
I
a
don't know
score.
where they get that from. It's a new production. The score's the same.
Okay.
I thought it was a bit much to
Well,
write
hello.
a whole load of new songs.
No, that's a mistake.
What is a new
You
production?
just
then?
fire some researcher.
Oh,
Yes.
It's
Again.
a new production. Then it's not the Mike Nichols Broadway thing. It's actually slightly funnier. It's more like a Python show. There's less people, cheaper, and is on the road forever.
Right.
What's it like taking it on the road? Because it
Well,
is.
I
We both
don't
sing
go.
Spam a lot.
You don't go?
No.
Oh, so you
I
don't.
sit at home waiting for the checks to come in, and then I send them to John Cleese in case he's getting married again.
Having done it, do you think it would be quite a complex thing to move around the UK?
They did it last year. It's very, very successful. They love it. I mean, you know, they do it every week. I mean, it's a weekly tour. So
How do you, when you say it's a new production, I need to get to grips with this. You've just knocked out a couple of characters, or you?
no, they
shortened it?
cut down on the number of people, like the girls particularly, the chorus girls. I don't know why they don't take them on the road. And there's new costumes and new sets, and it's a new director. So
Okay.
it's just a different. It's got a whole different spirit to it, actually.
How difficult was it to do Spamlot in the first place?
Well, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I had Mike Nichols to direct it, which wasn't too bad. And it was one of those things where everything went right. I mean, we started in Chicago, and it was just great fun.
Were you surprised by the success of it?
Yes, totally. And I didn't think we'd win the Tony for Best Musical of the Year. So that was really...
But there were how many drafts of Spamlot for it?
Oh, I did about 17.
17?
Well, I'm like that.
Are you a perfectionist then?
I'm afraid so, yes. I'm a hopeful perfectionist.
How can you tell when comedy is perfect?
People laugh.
But if you're writing it in the seclusion
Well, you have
of
to
your
try
study.
it. You just try it. You keep
Yeah.
trying it.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
And is it, for those of people who haven't seen Spamlot yet, very different to Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Yes, I think it's more fun. And there's girls and there's romance, all the things that Python eschews. So it's actually on in Brighton as a panto for 4 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's as well because there's no panto in Brighton, so they're on for 4 weeks there as a panto.
I mean, but if you are a Python fan, you get sort of double the joy because you see the
Yes.
things that you're familiar
Like,
with.
you know, the...
Like the
Coconut
Cluckety
Shell.
But I
Clock,
think
Cluckety
even if you
Clock.
hate Python, you'll like.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
I knew I'd have to find an audience that didn't care about Python and attract them when I made the play.
Didn't care about, or just a completely
Or
new audience
were
hadn't come into
ignorant of.
contact
You
with?
can't rely on it. It isn't a fan-based thing. You know, it is a show that stands alone.
If you were to, I was going to say, if you're going to make Python again today for the BBC, actually you probably couldn't make it in the BBC, could you? Would you get away with it now?
It's like coming back to my old school.
Yeah.
We spent so much time in the 60s and 70s here in this building. It's kind of very nostalgic.
Do you think
every
anybody
time.
could, but if you went to the high-ups, whoever they are at the BBC now, with your pitch, I mean,
Yes.
what was the pitch for Python? What did you
The
say?
pitch was, we don't know what we're doing, we don't know how long it'll take, we have no idea what it is, except it'll be funny. And they said, well, off you go, we can only give you 13 though. So we never had to give them scripts, there were no executives, there was no... It was like the BBC was like the RAF in those days, with people smoking pipes being in the bar.
So they just took it completely on trust?
They took it and they put it on late on Sunday nights, and if the Horse of the Year show was on, they'd pull it off. So in a sense, it just squeezed in between the cracks, and that's, I think, what people liked. They found it for themselves.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, that helped sort of the, and well, what would you call it, either anarchic or mad, wacky, zany sense of humour, as the Americans would describe it as well. And since you had it was all sort of free.
But we didn't really know what we wanted to do, except we didn't want to do what had always been done. That was our only rule. So now for something completely different, which was the BBC link phrase for everything, we used, and it was, you know, it was fun. I mean, they gave us the shot, you know, because we had John Cleese, I think. who had been on the Frost Report and was a big star.
Have you ever had Spam come back to you and say, well, actually, it's very good publicity for them. I should cover it. Have you ever had this processed luncheon meat provider come back to you? Or was it always good publicity for them?
They've embraced us. For the New York, for London, for Broadway, and for Vegas, and now for Japan, they produce special limited edition collector's items of Spam with Spamalot on. And I mean, for London, they had it with added ingredient stinky French cheese. This is a major American corporation. I think they've been extraordinary.
Yeah, well, clever marketing.
Very good. Dan, thank you very much for our little Christmas
Yes, I shall
present.
treasure this forever.
Yes, we need to get you to sign it, actually,
otherwise
as
it's
it's never
going
going
in
to be
the
opened. Thank you,
No,
Eric.
no,
Nice to
I'm
see
sure
you.
it's wonderful.
My pleasure.
All right, thanks very much, Eric.
And Spamalot, which is very good fun. Make
Yes.
you laugh. It starts in Brighton on the 15th and tours the UK.